Maria, uma honra poder estar aqui com você e, infelizmente, discutindo esse assunto que afeta toda a nossa categoria. E complementando, inclusive, a pergunta da Patrícia, você já começou a falar sobre a importância das grandes plataformas no modo de fazer jornalístico, inclusive porque eles podem ampliar o acesso ou, no caso, se virar contra nós, como é o caso como você disse em uma das suas conferências. O Duterte usou muito dessa plataforma para iniciar perseguição a você. E a gente viu isso aqui também no Brasil. Como que você enxerga a relação das Big Techs com a democracia? E eu gostaria de saber se nós precisamos de legislação específica que imponha limites, regulações, que entenda como é que vocês podem funcionar no nosso país, respeitando a nossa democracia.
Big Tech is destroying and has destroyed democracy all around the world, right? And there's a fundamental issue. It is systematic in approach in the design of these social media platforms that are meant to keep you scrolling on your cell phone, right? And what is that? The fundamental problem is that, and this is an MIT study from 2018, lies by design spread faster and further than facts. And more than that, if you lace it with anger and hate, with us against them, then you get amplification that you would never have been able to do. Journalists, news organizations don't do this. We can't lie. If you lie, you are legally liable, right? And yet, that is the incentive structure of the social media platforms. So think about it like this. It's almost like if you have kids, you tell your kids, lie, I'll reward you. And then you go further, lie all the time, and I will reward you. It's not a coincidence that illiberal leaders like Jair Bolsonaro, like Rodrigo Duterte, like Viktor Orban, that these illiberal leaders rise up, do well on social media, that there is both their own information operations where they deploy to pound narratives to silence, but also kind of to build their own reach, which these platforms give them free rein, right? Lie all the time, right? They get elected democratically, and then they crush institutions from within. In the meantime, what do journalists do? We keep doing our stories, but it isn't enough because the algorithmic amplification deprioritizes stories that are factual based, right? If you're not inciting to anger or hate, if you're not lying, it just doesn't get the widest distribution. So this is part of the reason you have, and I'm going to put them in quotes, influencers who have risen and had tremendous reach, and news organizations until today, from 2018 until today, you will see that our amplification on social media has actually decreased. So what does that mean for the future of journalism? If you only live on this distribution platform, and Brazil used to have, you had your own social media platforms, I mean, wide reach of social media, this means that the worst journalism is amplified, gets the widest reach. And if you're an investigative journalist, you don't get that reach. So this is in addition to segmenting the audiences, but then simultaneously, even if you are doing good journalism, you're not going to get the reach. And bad journalism is the one that gets the widest reach. It's a horrific, perfect storm.
Jefferson, por favor.